Goody, it's your boy TJ Smooth, and welcome back to College Football 27. We got ourselves a good one today. I don't know, I'm kind of worried. It's a good team. It's Kansas, so they 3-0. We going to their house. We gonna see what happens. Let's just make it a game. Can we make it a game? We make it a game, I'll feel better. Well, first off, we cannot wear what we wearing right now, so let's go ahead and let's wear the black might have to work. You can wear the white. It's cool. All right. Can we beat them? I think we can. Blue Raiders versus Jayhawks should be a good one. So let's see.
This is a live look at David Booth Memorial Stadium in Lawrence, Kansas. Your college football Saturday continues with a great showdown here on EA Sports. It's the Middle Tennessee State Blue Raiders and the Kansas Jayhawks. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer,
Hey, Taylor.
Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
The Blue Raiders head coach told me pregame, this is a great opportunity for his squad. The Big 12, known for their strong defense and their wide-open offense, he expects his guys to be upset-minded today. One play at a time, do your job, and who knows what can happen. We'll keep you posted on how things are vibing down here on the field, here in this big matchup. Reese?
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this...
Middle Tennessee, make it a game, okay? Win. Just do it, okay? We got this. Wait, did I put it on slow? Okay, it's on slow.
And the Jayhawks headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Middle Tennessee State's offense will have the first crack at it in this one. There's a receiver who's going to draw some attention, Jesse, but really, he's just part of this whole offensive puzzle.
He hasn't been the most consistent guy when it comes to catching the ball for this offense this year, but he has had some big moments. He has had some big games as well. And, David, from a roster standpoint, they're generally not going to overmatch or overwhelm anybody from the receiver spot, but this is a dude that can get it done.
I think that's the biggest point that you made. It's a guy that has the potential to make big plays. And if you're pointing to a guy, he is the one. Talking to coaches like they've seen.
Oh, a lot of space. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, MTSU.
Well, that's the start you're looking for if you're David and you're trying to upset Goliath in a game that nobody gave you an opportunity to win. What a nice job offensively, just making good decisions, taking care of the football, and making the plays when they were available to be made. They march it down the field. They get on the scoreboard, David. And I think this crowd right now is shocked.
They are shocked, and it got a lot quieter. And here's the good thing. Now the confidence goes through the roof. Coaches talked about it. We got confidence. We can win. The players have to believe. And they talked about something good happening early. Not letting this crowd go bananas. That's how they drew it up. That is an excellent start for this squad.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Jayhawks offense will now get its first chance with the football. There's the talented Isaiah Marshall. Everybody wants to make big plays, but he's got to take them when they're available and not force things. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. The run inside. It's Willis. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. It'll be 3rd and long. To throw, it's Marshall. Here comes the heat. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Jayhawks will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Pulls and fires complete. Breaks into the open. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. Looking for room. It's Martin. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Galloway. Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory. Keeps it himself. No gain on the play. They tried to run for it, and that defense was ready. The punt team makes its way onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Looking downfield on first down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front, and they're able to get to the quarterback.
And the Jayhawks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air, it's Marshall. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He's past the 30, and they swarm him under. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to run for it. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Under fire. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Flips it out in the flat, and they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Jayhawks will try to pin them back with the punt. He ought to get a little help on this one with that strong wind at his back. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Middle Tennessee State comes out onto the field, the offense ready to go to work. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
He's looking to pass. Bakes to grab on the left. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Plucks it out of the air. He stopped right at the 22, and that'll bring us to 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll go back to work and punt it away for the 2nd time. Wants to bring it back. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The Jayhawks rock out to start this drive. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Marshall. He just got rid of that one to save the down, didn't see anything he liked. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants to go deep. He's got it inside the 30. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And the Jayhawks headed quickly to the line. In the red area, it's Thurman. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go to the counter play. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Running to the left. Maybe a crease. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. The Jayhawks have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. We've reached the end of the period. Middle Tennessee is on top, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Calls his own number. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good to finish things off. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. So the Blue Raiders come out ready to go on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. On the run, fires downfield. Finds a man in the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. They'll move the wide receiver. Sweet cut there. Here's a little room there. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
How many ways can I get it to my guys who can fly, who are playmakers, and let them make big plays? This is another one you've seen. Catch the football, flip it ahead really quickly, get it to a burner, going full speed across the formation.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
No doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Kansas offense out there poised and ready to go to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Marshall. Rushes on him. He'll throw it. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. 3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Got his man in the middle. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. And the Jayhawks come to the line with a new set of downs. Here's the pressure. He's got him in the flat. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Reads it, fires complete. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Jayhawks have their offense in high gear. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Pressure coming. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Caught in the backfield. It's Willis. Inside the 35. Makes the catch, and he's free. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
And it looked like for a second, man, he was going to take that all the way. He was going to score, broke some tackles, made the play, down inside the 5. He finally gets wrapped up. Now this offense set up with a 1st and goal situation.
And the Jayhawks will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. From the red zone, it's Dupree. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They're going to run it. He will not get there as the defense stops him again. After getting nothing on the last snap, let's see if they try to run it in on 3rd and goal from the 1. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Smashes in between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have in the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. There he goes. Just never gives you a clean shot at him as he gets out to the 28. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Snags it, and there's running room. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And here comes the punt team. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
And would they dare be aggressive on 3rd down this deep in their own territory? There's a crease. He finds his way out to the 13-yard line, and they're out of trouble with a first down. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Running inside, it's Thurman. Nice move there. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Looking to throw, it's Marshall. A strike downfield. Oh, he's got some space. Running inside the 20. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Finds his big tight end. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Jayhawks.
And that is the perfect way to cap off this drive. This thing started way back on their 2-yard line, and they methodically marched it down the field. You saw a little bit of everything on this drive, so at the very end, you pay it off. Really nice job running down in the red zone for the score.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass.
And that's a really nice...
Lets it fly. Oh, it's picked off. trying to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
The run inside. It's Thurman.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Snagged in the middle. It's Cox. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. This defense will try to keep everything in front. Back to pass, it's Marshall. Quickly to the tight end. Kansas will take a timeout, that's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Jayhawks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Pocket breaking down. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And this kicker might be feeling it. He made one earlier, now from 49 yards out. Splits the uprights, it's good. That pushes the lead to 6 at 20-14.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatically in.
On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the number 12 team, the Iowa Hawkeyes. And it's the Buckeyes looking to make it 5 straight wins, and they do that. They essentially lock down a postseason spot, although I think their goals are far bigger than just that. Here now, a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the Big Ten. Now back to your game in Lawrence. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's kick it back to the guys at Kansas Memorial Stadium.
He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right, that pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football game.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the first down. They booted away on fourth down. He'll take it on the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. They'll start this drive going to the air. Grabbed in the backfield. It's y'all. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Using his legs. It's Martin. Picked up 4 yards. Now looking at 3rd and 6. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Fires complete on the crosser. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Here's the handoff. Finds a little space.
Yeah, and a really nice job by the QB seeing. Linebackers are a little bit soft playing pass. Give the rock. Hand it off. Let the running back do the rest.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
That's a massive play by the defense. They were not fooled 2nd and inches. They thought pass was a possibility. They get the sack, and now they force the offense in a 3rd and long situation.
It'll be 3rd and long. Now the play fake. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. And that, my friends, is getting the perfect bounce, the perfect punt, and the perfect roll. They'll have them locked down inside their own 5. Running inside. It's Willis. Makes it past the marker. Gets it out to the 22-yard line, and that'll be enough for the first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. The option look. Keeps it on 1st down. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Just had a solid pickup on 1st. Now let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Caught behind the line. It's Pickett. Turning it on. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Looking outside, it's Willis. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Motion from the wide receiver. Unloads quickly. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. And the Jayhawks will punt this one away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. 2nd down, he'll throw it. It's complete to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Could not make his way to the corner. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. They bring the punter onto the field now. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. Motion from the wideout. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. To the air, it's Marshall. Scrambling away. Makes his man miss. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off the RPO, complete. And he's wrestled to the ground. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. And it's a sack. Through 3 quarters of play, and both of these quarterbacks have put up some stats. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you just got to take off and get it.
The Jayhawks will call on their punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. Middle Tennessee State comes out onto the field. The offense ready to go to work. And now, deep in the 4th quarter, it's a fumble. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Well, this little guy is going to be difficult for any DB to cover, especially on these slant throws, because he gets out of his break and he explodes off the line of scrimmage so quickly.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Oh, look, Ma, one hand. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. The play action fake. Fires it down the seam. Pulls it in down the middle. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Allen. And they got the completion, but no yards. Now they need to go forward to avoid a 3rd and long. Wants to keep it in the air. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Well, that inside linebacker is a freak of nature for multiple reasons, and it's hard for a lot of these smaller running backs to have to pick him up in pass pro, not just because of his speed, but he's also big and strong.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. He fires one deep down the right side. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And he got it! And things have tightened up. It's a 3-point game.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Jayhawks rock out to start this drive. The option, he'll keep it. Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Wide receiver going in motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And the Jayhawks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Still on his feet at the 45. He's wrestled to the ground. They ran the option beautifully, and they pick up the first down. The give to the left. Oh, better look out. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Got 3 on 1st down and 2nd and 7. Gets the back moving. Makes a grab and room to run. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. They'll run it. It's Willis. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll run the counter. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Quarterback floating away from pressure. What a weapon to be able to extend a play like that, and they stop him just a few inches short of the 1st down. Looking for a push on 4th down. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk!
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. They march 79 yards on the drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So the Blue Raiders come out ready to go on the attack. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get something here. Hauls it in. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Short completion on first down, and here they are with 2nd and 8. Wants to throw again. He fires to the left side. He's got it down the field. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Tight end now in motion. A 1st down run in the red zone. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Oh, big fella almost had a pick right there. Instead, it falls incomplete. A huge chance for points here on 3rd and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. They're working that left side. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee. And they take it in for 6 more points.
I love it. Nice play call, nice design. Get the ball to your speedster and let him do the rest. Try to find a way to isolate guys and get matchups, and you did it with your running back, slash receiver there, and he did the rest.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. The defense quickly calls a timeout, trying to save as much clock as possible. $1:57 left. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Thurman. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Eager to get the football back with as much time remaining as possible. The defense uses a timeout. 1:53 showing on the clock. Picks up the 1st down. Brought down after a big run, and that is the way to put an exclamation point on this one. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the 1st down. Well, after back-to-back losses, this team is really teetering on the edge of disaster.
They got to try to hold on to the positives, as hard as that is to do right now, having lost a couple back-to-back, because this team has good players, and they've got good schemes on both sides of the ball. Just things have not gone their way. They just need to make a few more plays to turn this thing around.
Yeah, and then they can do it, and they will do it. Listen, you got to get the players right. You got to get those guys in there believing. This is part of what happens. You got to take a few lumps sometimes, take those losses. But this team's going to figure it out. You can tell they got the right stuff.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.
You know what? I ain't even mad at this game. 24-27. I mean, the interception probably was a really big deciding factor that happened with us. But, 335, you really can't be mad at that. You know, the running game was abysmal. We didn't even run the ball. I think that's something we really got to talk about when we play our next game, because we're doing a whole lot of passes, we're not doing a lot of running. So we have to look at the playbook, change some stuff. But 27-24, you know, makes us what, 2-3 on the season. Whatever, you know. But I think next week is a bye week. Yep, this week is a bye week, and then we play Kennesaw State. So, like I said, we'll play Kennesaw State. Since FIU is at them, and that's one of my friends that plays, we're going to skip that game, and then we'll talk about that game. We'll play New Mexico State. Till then, I'll see you at the Kennesaw State game. Like, comment, subscribe, and good stuff. Catch the video. Peace. And don't forget, always drink your water. Man, we almost had that game. It was right there. Next year.